Welcome back to Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We just want to say well done once again to the Bayelsa State government for supporting the wrestlers. And of course, every other person that has supported sports in Nigeria, we need to do more to take sports from one level to the other. Let's get on with the show now and continue our countdown to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. 50 more days. Wow. 5-0. 50 more days. We started when it was 100 days to go. It's now 50.
Yeah, and by next month, May 14, teams are expected to submit a list of 30 names, provisional list to the World Cup. You can be already seeing players now being, out of the World Cup as a result of injuries. Today we just hope that that of Boateng will not join that of Oxlade-Chamberlain that was confirmed earlier in the day. And teams have been very careful. We also have injury worries on our own part, and I just hope that
Leon Balogun over the weekend, fine.
Tyrone Brehi, also Genyon Nazi. And just because as it is now, we have we have players that we cannot afford not to have at the World Cup because in terms of quality, we are short of quality. Herrera started showing.
He says we are not ready. I almost say, hey, stop
that. I hope
50 days
I hope
to
he's
go.
not pushing the panic button. But obviously, he has some concerns and things that are giving him worries.
Not preparing for the World Cup is long.
What have we been doing all this while? Have we not been preparing? And I think some facts are beginning to hit home. He knows that he has very little time to cover up, the spaces that we have and the lacks, the areas that we need to improve on. We don't really have much time. So teams are preparing. The fever is everywhere. Every players are being very careful. Nobody wants to sustain any injury now because it's very close. Aguero is struggling to be fit because by the time you submit the provisional list, which is next month, Austin is almost here. Next month, 1st February, June 1st, the final list will be submitted, Friday, June 1st. So it's closing in, and we're feeling the fever, and I would just hope that all of the loose ends that we need to tighten, we are able to do it on time, so that we can have our best legs at the World Cup.
Because the World Cup is a very serious business, it's a big deal. So Coach General says, look, we have the good mentality to go to the World Cup. This is what we're not yet ready. And I try to get where it's coming from because if you look at this team, how many of the players have World Cup experience? That's also part of the long term. So Coach General has been talking. Let's listen to him. What does he have for us tonight?
Mentally, we have to believe that we are strong. And sometimes the words can make them stronger than they are really, because they have confidence. If everybody is full of confidence, he can be on a higher level. He can play on a higher level. And that's why I try to have positive words for my players. I know that we have problems with some of them who are not playing the clubs, who are not fit, who had a lot of injuries. But I think if we believe in them, and they feel that we believe in them, and we trust them, they will give 100% or even more than 100%. And in one match, all can happen. After you have the KO system, knockout system, and if we come out of this group, all is possible. But you cannot announce that you will go to quarterfinal or semi-final or final. Never. No coach in the world could say that. But what I say that if you have young players, you can have good surprises also. With passion, enthusiasm, with solidarity, with a good preparation, we can have good dreams. But we have to have realistic dreams and to know that coming out of the group already against teams who are supposed better than us because they are in the pool number 1, pool number 2, pool number 3, and in the draw we are only the pot number 4. So there is some reasons that we are here, and it does not mean that we don't believe to win. But it will be very difficult, and we have to stay humble. And that this was all the time our philosophy in the qualifiers. There is no reason to change.
So that's it. Super Eagles technical advisor, Gernot Raw. He says it's okay to dream, but hey, have realistic dreams. Because we came out of pot 4, and which means these other guys
in terms of
rankings are better. So, but that's not an excuse. And yeah, Nigerians are having realistic dreams and even dreaming more. But he's saying that look, the World Cup operates with a different dynamics. But we just need to go and give our best.
But Austin, why is all this reality coming to bear? Is it that he never knew that we are in pot 4, that we are the least ranked team? Why the panic button?
No,
what's happening?
It's,
you know, the issue, why the realistic and unrealistic dream? Where is it coming from?
Because
sounding very strange.
Because fans want more.
Yeah,
and that can put a little bit of pressure.
We know that, but he sounds like a man who is a bit depressed, you know, by some information, at his disposal. I do believe that we've always the
target
so
is
far.
simple. Yeah. We asked him, and he said the NFF says, come out of the group first.
Of course.
And that's the realistic target.
It is.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with, at this point also, mental play comes into it. So your opponents are watching, they're listening to you. You don't want to get all too confident.
The thing is, now there is no hiding place for us. We've defeated Argentina, we've defeated Poland, we lost to so really, the world is now aware of our quality. So we are out there now, we are too big to miss. Argentina, they are quite very much aware that whenever they are playing Nigeria, they have to be really very serious. Croatians, they are aware that it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
The Iceland, they are very much aware. So really, there is no hiding place.
I agree.
But what I'm saying is that going forward, it's important that he's optimistic and.
But that's what he's trying to do. But at the same time,
cautiously optimistic.
Saying have realistic goals, but it's okay. Have realistic dreams, and then just support the team. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are getting ready for the World Cup. We'll continue to monitor that team. Not just the Super Eagles, all the countries that will take part at the World Cup, they get ready, including the host, Russia. Sochi brought its love for football to new heights. You know what happened? Veteran footballers played a friendly on snowy mountain slopes 2,064 meters above the sea. Veterans. We told you that things will be coming up just around the World Cup. Reports say the event made it into an unofficial record book of Russia as the football game took place at the highest altitude above the sea. Awesome.
Austin, that's almost crazy. It's more cold than the freezer. I can imagine. No,
and they wearing shorts.
You can imagine. It's not.
They won't survive this.
This is strange. This
deserves to get into the record books.
It does.
And the friendly game ended 3-3. It was good. Russia, of course, will host the 2018 FIFA World Cup at 12 venues spread across 11 cities, including Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kazan, and Sochi. Yeah. So we are ready for the World Cup. Russia is also ready to have the world. We will not be at the World Cup. Every footballer's dream is to play at the World Cup. Even if you don't get to win, just feature at the World Cup. England midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he has suffered a knee ligament injury that will end his season with Liverpool and sadly rule him out of the World Cup.
Too sad. The young lad never been to the World Cup before, and this time around injured.
Yeah.
When I saw the tackle yesterday, if you look at the way Kolarov practically gave him his knee to kick, and it was he really he went after the ball and he just hit Kolarov's knee. He couldn't even stand up. And immediately I saw it, I knew it was a death situation. And so sad. England is going to miss him. He's a great player. They are short of quality in terms of players in the nature of Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah. He's been very, very massive for Liverpool this season. You can imagine, you can forget the fantastic goal he scored against City. So Liverpool, they're going to miss him. Especially the national team, they're going to miss him, the Three Lions. And I don't know how they are going to replace him. For him, it's really, really sad for his career and for Liverpool as well.
I know. Oxlade-Chamberlain left Arsenal in the summer and joined Liverpool, and he has made 42 appearances for the Reds. His injury leaves Liverpool with just 3 fit senior central midfielders, and they are Jordan Henderson, James Milner, and Georgino Wijnaldum. So all the best. Gets well soon, Oxlade-Chamberlain, but missing out of the World Cup really hurts. Let's get on with the show now and talk about rescheduled games played in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Enyimba defeated Go Round 2-0. You know, Enyimba has been busy in the CAF Confederation Cup, so they're trying to, you know, fill the gaps. Tomorrow we're going to be having Enugu Rangers taking on MFM. That one should get us talking and play two United defending champions. We play Kwara United. So those rescheduled results and matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Let's talk about the Nigerian Women's Premier League now. Week 3 matches were played today. Confluence Queens recording their first win of the season. They lost the first one at home to Bayelsa Queens, drew their second match away, and today they defeated Rivers Angels. Big win for Confluence Queens. Shaw Babes lost at home to Delta Queens by 2-0. Bayelsa Queens were held at home by Ibom Angels. That one ended goalless. Oshun Babes, they were pretty impressive last season. They lost at home to Nasarawa Amazons, and we know Nasarawa Amazons, they have some quality, defending champions here. And Jokodolu Babes bouncing back to beat FC Robo Queens 2-0. You would have put money anytime that FC Robo would have won that one, but it's women's football. Anything can happen. Adamawa Queens won, Abia Angels 0-1. Edo Queens crushed Heartland Queens 4-0. We like the fact that the league is back and we're seeing some interesting results.
Yeah, absolutely. Nasarawa Amazon, great strain, continue from where they stopped last season, winning away 2-1. Great result for them. Abia Angels, they've lost 2 out of 3 so far. You know, they're still not performing.
For a team that gave us good reasons to talk about them,
you can imagine.
Very close to even make it to the Super 4.
And so sad. And I just hope they are able to pick up. You know, out of 3 games, they've lost 2. So let's just say it's still early days to, you know, but I do believe that as time goes on, you know, hopefully they will improve.
Okay, so that's it with the Women's League. We'll continue to monitor it. We love it. I keep telling you that it's the league of angels, queens, and babes. You have to follow it. Need to show them some love. Let's talk about the UEFA Europa League now. That will come up tomorrow. Some interesting fixtures. Semi-final also. Arsene Wenger and Arsenal. Wenger says, look, at the end of the season, thank you, I'm gone. I'm not staying anymore. But Arsenal fans are saying, before you go, give us the Europa League title. But they have Atletico Madrid.
I mean, I really feel sorry for them. Atletico, great team, second place in the La Liga, doing very well this season. They have Diego Costa. Is going to be, you know, their #1 tormentor. It's not going to be easy. Arsene Wenger, you know, trying as much as possible to end his career, you know, on a winning note. Well, I wish they had a team like Marseille to play, but Atletico is like the final, you know, before the final. I just hope they will, you know, perform very well, hopefully qualify, but it won't be easy at all. It won't be easy.
Yeah, with Atletico Madrid and Olympique Marseille, we'll take on RB Salzburg, which for me is a surprise team that made it to the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League. Okay, before we go, let's just give you final confirmation. Real Madrid have beaten Bayern Munich by 2-1 in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League. Vital away victory, very two vital away goals, and going to the Bernabeu with just the UEFA Champions League trophy in sight for them to win. No stopping Real Madrid.
Absolutely, and the first match this season that Ronaldo will not be on target, you know, but they won anyway. I do believe that that chance that Bayern had that they didn't take advantage of really hurt them greatly. And now they have it all to do. Very difficult to go to the Bernabeu. Real can now smell the final. It will be very difficult
but
to go
they cannot afford to be complacent because that's football for you.
They don't know that, but with Real,
I know,
at this level,
at this stage,
experience.
I get where you're coming from. I must say thank you so much, Joseph Mukuzi, for stopping by. It's always a delight to have you. And of course, to you, wherever you are in the world watching Sports Tonight on your sports-loving channels, television, remember to keep talking to us when we leave the studio. Conversation doesn't end. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, Facebook channels Life in Sports. That's the show for the team. I'm Austin Okonakpa. I'll be back again tomorrow. Yes, we'll come back, but until then, in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.